I'm told he has a brilliant ability to get the best, not only from the artists, the heroes, and the heroines, but also from students. I'm told that not only is he very good in his work, he is also very good by heart. Mahesh, it's such an honor to have you. Welcome to High Performance Youth Summit, and thank you so much for being here.
Hello, hi.
Hi, hi, hi. So, Mahesh, tell us a little about the magic of the work that you do. Some people know what is cinematography, and many people who are not in the field of cinematography do not know what is cinematography. So, can you explain a little for laymen like us what is cinematography?
So it's a motion picture, like whatever films you see or television shows or anything you see it on television, there's always a man behind the camera,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So those guys, they make your actors and actresses look pretty, and so there are various what you can say fields, you know. One can choose to shoot ad films, feature films, for television, for sports channels, for a lot of other things. So I majored into, means I grew up in advertising and then I shifted to features.
Uh,
So for everyone, जो भी कैमरा के पीछे आपको इमेजेस दिखाते हैं, कि
uh,
डायरेक्टर का एक विजन होता है,
uh,
बट टू गिव, तो वो विजन को किस तरह से पर्दे पे लाया जाता है. So the first person to see that image is the DOP, the cameraman or the cinematographer. Yeah.
अच्छा. सो मतलब जो रियल में हो रहा है वो जो दिखता है वो सिनेमाटोग्राफर का काम है. जो वीएफएक्स वाला जो होता है जो नहीं हो रहा है वो दिखाते हैं. सो एम आई राइट इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस?
Yeah, but even for them, means if it's a fully animated film,
हाँ,
then they create the whole thing. But what we shoot, sometimes there is a lot of animation is required,
हाँ.
and that is the time they come into picture, you know. So, but as a cinematographer, you should have enough knowledge about VFX, then
Oh,
it becomes easier, because you know, if you don't know what you can do and what you can achieve, then it's a problem. So of course you have a VFX supervisors, we call, you know.
mm,
So
mm,
a lot of times, of course, before going on floor to shoot, we have one-on-one lot of discussions about how we
mm,
are going to conceive the shot,
mm,
and what will be the part, you know, those VFX guys will play, you know.
mm.
So it's not that the day of shoot you plan, you know, the planning starts way in advance.
Mm.
But of course, every cinematographer should have enough knowledge about VFX and, you know, stuff.
So Mahesh, your career choice is very different. No, uh, this is not what normally a child who's growing up would aspire for or a family would support. तो ये लाइन में आप आए कैसे?
See, means to be honest, I wasn't in school. I was not interested in studies. You know, I was always playing downstairs in my building. So in ninth, I decided that this is not my cup of tea, and I was good in drawing. And there used to be one of our family friends. He was like a brother to me.
Hmm.
So he was in JJ School of Art, and he was doing a textile that time.
Hmm.
And I used to see him draw, him sketch, and his name is Ankush Kulkarni. So, you know, somehow you need to see someone somewhere, you know, to get inspired. and that is what happened to me. So then I decided in ninth that if I have to do something, it has to be only art school,
Wow.
because I was really good in painting. So
Hmm.
that is how it started. Then you have to give the intermediate elementary exams,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
did it in ninth and tenth. Most of the students, they are like studying all the time, spending their time. But I did that, and then I told my folks, parents, कि मुझे commerce, science, arts इसमें बिल्कुल interest नहीं है. What I have to do is an art school, and I was lucky and fortunate कि my parents also supported me to
Wow.
the team, you know, and that is very important for even youth today.
Hmm.
You have to let them chase their dreams,
Hmm.
and as a parent, you have to build a confidence in them that one day surely you achieve what you want. It's just that you have to put them onto the right path
Hmm.
to get them closer to the success.
Hmm.
But then I did 2-year foundation course,
Hmm.
and then 5 years of JJ School of Art. I was in JJ School of Art. I did commercial art, and my specialization was photography.
Oh, okay.
So, from third year, you have a basic theoretical knowledge they
Hmm.
give you about photography,
Hmm.
and fourth and fifth year is all practicals. So that is the time in 91, 92, Channel V MTV launched, and we all, like I tell in every interview, all the bunch of friends, we all were rockers, long hair, hitting every rock show. So, following all metal bands. So that is the time MTV channel we launched, and I used to just, watch those music videos made by these amazing director DPs for these amazing bands. And
Hmm.
I was like, if I have to do my career, then it has to be in cinematography, because the base of photography and cinematography is the same. It's just that, it's a different cameras, bigger cameras, different lenses. You're working with huge number of lights at times. So to learn all that, and after spending 7 years post 10th, it was difficult to join again, go back and join art school.
Yeah.
So when I passed out, I got 4 awards for my creative photography,
Wow.
and I got a job also in agency as a visualizer, but I never wanted to do that. And
Hmm.
I joined a production house called Crest Communication. If you must
Hmm.
have heard of Shyam Ramanna, he used to be the director producer there, because no contacts in the industry. So one of my friend, he suggested you join as a production trainee, build contacts, work with different DPs, and see how it goes. So that is when Raja said he shot about 6-7 ads for us in
Hmm.
Crest, and whoever, like all these DPs, Anil Mehta sir, he shot. There are many DPs who shot that time. So as to show my portfolio, because I was doing production training, and production training, it's like a thankless job. You're as good as runner, you're doing any goddamn possible work.
Hmm.
And I wanted to learn, because I just wanted to be around, be on sets, observe things. So you know all my friends from the art school
Hmm.
used to work in the same building, and they're working in the agency. And
Hmm.
so many times I'm crossing them, and I'm carrying lot of trees and pots and stuff, just for the shoot. And they used to be like, what the hell you're doing, man?
Hmm.
But that is how it is. You have to give more than 100%. But there I worked with Raja Sayyed, who worked for us, and I showed him a portfolio. He said, you better join an art school. I was film school. I was like, it's been 7 years post 10. So he said, yeah, you can come join me as a trainee. I can't pay you, but because he had a team of three members,
Hmm.
and that is how I started working in the industry as behind the camera. And before that, I used to be a production trainee, always looking at the DOP, whoever used to shoot. And, I used to dream that one day I need to reach close to that camera and operate that machine. And, God is really kind. It all happened.
Wow, wow. Mahesh, will you share with us, मतलब जिंदगी में सुना है कि कुछ बनने के लिए संघर्ष करना जरूरी हो जाता है, और कल और आज में काफी दोस्तों से उनके संघर्ष के बारे में सुना, तो आपने भी
Right.
स्ट्रगल और संघर्ष किया होगा, उसके बारे में कुछ बताएंगे?
Oh, lots. Because, see, shoots ka, there's no fixed timing. Like 9 to 6 job jaisa timing fix nahi hai. Sometimes you shoot 7 to 7. Like you start in the morning at 7, you wrap by 7 in the evening. And there are sometimes shifts which you start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It gets over at 2 in the night. So I used to live in Dombivli earlier. Then I shifted to Thana. But then commuting used to be the biggest bummer. So yeah, if I'm shooting in Juhu or Mud Island, Film City, if I'm staying in Bombay, I can reach, either by rake or. But going back to Dombivli used to be really difficult. So I used to have all my relatives, my dad and mom, they grew up in Shivaji Park, Dadar. Mom was in Dadar East. So all my uncles, mama, everybody was there. So first about 3 to 4 months, I used to, even after late night, I used to go to mama's house or uncle's place. You knock the door at 3 in the morning. They're going to wake up for you. Again, you're leaving at 6:30 or 6, sometimes 5 o'clock. Again, you have to wake them up. So somewhere I wasn't liking that. Because of you. Of course, they're relatives. They're more than everything, but somewhere you're not comfortable. So I have spent full nights on the other station, just to catch that first train, because we used to wrap by 1:30, then to go back home, and we were assistants there that time. This is, I'm talking about 26, 25 years back. So then wait there from 1:30 to 2 till 4:35, get the first train, travel for an hour, go home, shower, get ready, leave again. So now, if you think about it, it was very hard and tough. But if I tell you, I enjoyed every moment because those were things were making you strong, and somewhere you have that confidence,
Yeah.
that whatever it is, I'm going to achieve and reach the where I want to be. And means I would love to tell every youngster that don't lose that confidence in you. That confidence is going to take you to the success. And I literally, what you can say, I have gone through that process, and I have seen so many of my colleagues, who have who are achievers today, and they have also struggled really hard. And there's no fun if you don't work hard, if you don't struggle. You don't realize the beauty when you reach,
Ah, ah,
you know somewhere close where you want to be.
ah,
That beauty is something else. Yeah.
absolutely. मतलब मेहनत करने के बाद में जब ठंडी पानी पीते हैं, तो जो तृप्ति होती है वो बहुत अच्छी होती है ना?
Yeah, totally.
Mahesh, you might have also gone through unfairness, rejections. उसके संग कैसे डील किया, और हुआ कभी आपके साथ?
Not really, actually, because I grew up in advertising, and if there is a competition, but it is not that Salah. Sometimes you feel that, Arey, he is doing better than me. You know.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Now there's a good competition that how I can be better.
Okay.
And that is the best thing what advertising teaches you, because and even in art school
हाँ.
we try to be like every student in commercial. He wants to be a creative director, you know.
Hmm.
So they learn, they teach you to become a creative guy.
Hmm.
So if somebody is doing really well, we
Hmm.
really appreciate that, you know.
Acha.
And I never faced that kind of challenges. It's
Okay.
just the see for challenge for us is to be in the business. And when I started independent, it was tough. Those 6 to 9 months were really tough because you're getting a certain amount of money every month because you're working as an assistant. Like I started with a trainee, then third assistant, then second, then first. In between, I used to pull focus, I used to gap, then you're operating. So there are stages where you finally reach behind the camera,
Hmm.
and once you become independent, so it's not that once you become independent, there's a loads of work flowing towards you. It
Hmm.
is that the for us the biggest challenge is you have to show your work, you have to show your skills to get you more and more work, and that is where your observation, the every second you spend on set, you know it really matters because that is where you're observing each and every member of different teams. See, filmmaking is it is a collective effort of
Hmm.
different departments.
Hmm.
You have a cameraman, you have an editor, you have director, you have a director's vision. There are actors putting their efforts. Then the post production guys comes in, VFX. There's a sound. So when you're working on set, even if you're working as a assistant cinematographer, or even for that matter assistant director, you should be observing each and every department, because
Hmm.
eventually when you reach there, you
Hmm.
have to get all of them together and
Hmm.
create a masterpiece.
Hmm.
So every smallest or the biggest shoot, it
Hmm.
really counts. And the toughest thing was and the new technology. Every day the
Yeah.
new technology is throwing at you. You have to adopt all that. And and for us, we have to keep creating different stuff.
Hmm.
So if it's किसी को भी बड़े director go, if you have to impress,
Hmm.
they will be seeing a lot of films, but अच्छा वो
Ah.
किसका काम है? Who shot this? You know, it really looks different. So
Ah.
that is how you get work. So uh, you have to keep pushing yourself to do really different and creative stuff. And a lot of time, what happens? You try and do too much. You get too creative. It
Ah.
gets so over,
Ah.
and
Ah.
it doesn't fall in place. So over the period of time, what I have learned, I'm just sharing my experience. If you make it more simpler
Ah.
and to the point, which will
Ah.
connect with the audience, that makes a huge difference.
Hmm. Hmm. Brilliant. Like always, this must be a classic question जो आपको बार बार सुनना पड़ता होगा और शायद आप हजार बार आंसर दे चुके हैं. But what would be that project that you have done which has filled you with a lot of fulfillment?
Oh, many actually, because every film is different, and I was lucky and fortunate that I worked on all different kind of films, you
Ah.
know. Earlier, as I said, I grew up in advertising, so you're always working on different brands, different ideas. But
Ah.
when you shoot a feature, you stick with one story for
Ah.
depends for 3 months, for 6 months, sometimes a year, and there's a lot of effort you put in. So of course, now till now I've shot about 25, 26 films, and every film is like really close to my heart because there's so much effort has been put in, not just by me, but entire crew, all everyone. But of course, for me, what gave me the biggest, uh, like I was like, wow, this is I wanted to do.
Ah.
Was a film called Bal Gandharva,
Hmm.
which was shot on digital camera, Red One, and that was my first digitally shot film.
Ah.
And I wanted to achieve a painting style of Raja Ravi Verma, you know.
Acha. Ah.
So a lot of visuals if you see it,
Ah.
and it was shot like almost 10 years back, and it was very difficult to shoot on that digital Red One camera. But once it is like a tool, like when we were in art school, you have watercolors, you have oil paints, you have poster colors, you have crayons. There are mediums
Ah.
and different tools. So for me, it is like a medium, the
Ah.
camera. You
Ah.
have now you have Reds, Alexas, means if you make it technical, but for me, what matters are those lenses what you shoot with,
Hmm.
and again your vision, how you see every frame.
Hmm.
If you're clear and if you know what you're doing, then it is just then how you're adding more layers to make it more
Hmm.
beautiful you know
Hmm.
so that was one of my really means one of my best works, I feel. Then of course Dabang, before that I shot Natrang, which was a really favorite film of mine
Acha.
because of the music and performances. Then I've shot couple of Marathi films in the beginning, Uttarayan and Evdasa Abhay. So those are also beautiful family films. And Dabang was hardcore commercial film which I did, and that was I think my seventh or eighth film. And again, you're shooting with the biggest star of our country, and it was very challenging, demanding, but you know when you're focused and when you know what you're doing, then it doesn't matter who's in front of your camera. you know
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know what you're doing. And so that was because I tried. I keep doing a lot of experiments, and
Ah.
even that film I did because if you see the look and feel of Dabang, it's very earthy and stuff.
Ah.
So I used that tobacco filter and shot the whole film, which is very unusual. Nobody does that, but I did it and it was successful, and it became iconic. So yeah, that is also very close to my heart. But after that, also I kept on shooting different films on different genres and different subjects. So one of my favorite, because I didn't use lights.
Oh.
I was shooting without lights, all across. Then I shot a film recently called Mulshi Pattern,
Ah.
which is going to be remake in Hindi now.
Hmm.
Mahesh Mazekar is directing it. So that was also quite a difficult one to shoot. And the biggest setups, what I have done is shooting action for Padmavat and
Hmm.
Bajirao Mastani. So
Hmm.
those were like huge scale projects. And, Sanjay sir, he is so specific about every shot, detailing. And when you're shooting war, so the difficult, the most toughest one to crack was Raja Ratan Singh and Khilji's war, Ranveer and Shahid's war, because we shot indoors, and it was, once you have seen the film, so it is all outdoor stuff. So
Hmm.
we have to match the sunlight, and camera is tracking through them coming out. So VFX guy had to create the whole ambience. So that was the toughest to shoot. But once you know your job, and uh, if you do enough research and stuff, it is not that difficult. It's just that you have to then just enjoy the process.
Wow. What, who would be a dream person to work with for you?
So it was always Sanjay Leela Bhansali, and I was lucky and fortunate to work with him on both the projects as a second unit. But I shot about 37, 38 days for both the films. And I worked with him when I was assistant. So Raja Sayed, who I worked with, he was a FTI batchmate of Sanjay Bhansali.
Ah, okay.
So Sanjay sir and him used to always collaborate. So
Ha.
all his diploma films and everything was shot by Raja.
Ha.
And once Raja called me when I was assistant to him,
Ha.
and that time just uh, this SLB's Salman, Ajay Devgan, Aishwarya's film that was just released.
Hmm.
And after that, he was doing a workshop for FTI students, you know. So Raja said, "Arey, Sanjay is shooting that. हम लोग जाके shoot करते हैं." He's called me to shoot.
Hmm.
So that was the first time I worked with him. You know, I was assistant then. But like, you know, I always observe directors and how they work. And, you know, it was a song, it's a small workshop for FTI students, but the way he was putting in efforts and, you know, to get the best shot, that was something eye opener. And, you know, then you start thinking like, you know, one day, you know, I want to work with this man. So yeah, I was lucky to get a chance to work with him.
Wow. Wow. Um, have you experienced tantrums by stars or them interfering in work? And if yes, how do you deal with that mentally as well as artistically?
See, it happens, but it's not that difficult to crack because even they have some reasons. You know, it's not that somebody wants to throw a weight and, you know,
Hmm.
just doing all that. So
Hmm.
once you understand what is the problem,
Hmm.
then, you know, you figure out the remedy and, you know, you work your way out that you know, even they are happy and you're also getting what you want. But you know, the best part is if you know your job, if you know your work,
Hmm.
and if you what you can say, if you make them realize that this is going to work,
Hmm.
then it is not difficult, you know. So that convincing power
Yeah.
uh, you should have, that I'm dead sure this is going to work. So, you know, actually, one incident where we were shooting fashion, and there was one sequence where she's like drunk and she goes with a man, and her character is like, you know, they end up in one small dingy room, and the the point she realizes what I've done, you know. So that typical that incident, that shot, Madhur wanted to be very grunge, and you know, he, because the entire film is so gloss and glam, he was like, you know, I wanted that really dingy place to come out, the character of hers, you know, for her to realize that what she has done. So I just had one kino flow and my camera was there, and that was the only light. And when PC came, she was like, "What, yeah, guys? We are just doing with this." And see, again, your director has to be really strong. Madhur came and convinced her, like, "You see, just do this. Your performance is outclass. You know, you don't even know where this is going to take you." And she also trusted and believed him. And otherwise, it is difficult, you know, for actresses of that caliber, and you know, to just do something like this experimental stuff. But she did it, and she won national award as a best actress for
Wow.
that film. And that was a huge thing for her as well as Kangna, because Kangna also won Best Supporting. So, you know what? All my first, almost from Uttarayan till Bal Gandharva, almost 7 films won national awards in different categories.
Ah,
Yeah. So, even Dabang, it has won a national award for the best entertaining film. So,
so you
yeah,
are mascot.
I don't know, but I was lucky that I got such a different type of films to work on. So I mean, it's a team effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a team effort uh, for every successful film or for every good film.
Ah.
A lot of effort has been put in by every member, and then only you can create masterpiece.
Hmm. So it becomes a mixture of people who are very sure of their work, who are masters in their craft, coming together to create something very beautiful. And wherever there are differences, we understand each other's perspective, find some common grounds, attempt to convince, and create solutions which is satisfactory to each other.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of course, because you have a captain, you're following his vision,
Mm.
and now everyone comes up with different ideas and thoughts,
Mm.
and it's a mixture of all of that. Of course, director has certain things in mind that this is how I want, this is how I'm looking at. But of course, a lot of directors, they are open for ideas, and once you know that if once you can convince what you're talking about, then it becomes easier. And again, like the best part for me is I've done so much of advertising that you shoot so many different stories in that 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute, and I must have done, I don't even know the count, but then you can throw those images, those visuals to the director, like this is what we can achieve, or you get some references, we can do it even better than that. Then it's just that lot of time, lot of things or depends on the location. So if you see a lot of beautiful outdoor shots, so they look beautiful because you shoot them in certain light conditions, you know
Mm.
so the pre-planning is huge for us. It's not that चलो अभी वही जाते लेक के ऊपर डैम पे शूट करेंगे मस्त दिखेगा. It's not that. What
Ah.
is the requirement of the story? So then what kind of lighting will suit? So in that, on the Bhor Dam, even in Vai or so many places, I must have shot so many times. At least 50, 60 times I must have shot in different locations. But again, then the challenge is how you can make it look different. So
Mm.
you shoot in a different time zones. Now I shot a film which is going to be releasing. It's a half an hour short film called Man Bairagi. So that film I shot in 4 different states. We shot in Maharashtra, we shot in Gujarat, we shot in Calcutta, we shot in Uttarakhand. So now in Uttarakhand, when we were there, it was like cold, -3, -4 temperature.
Oh.
So there's one sequence where the kids into the into the big you know water body.
Mm.
So now you can't just put the kids into that freezing water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now the same sequence I've shot in Bhor Dam in Maharashtra.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
But if you see the film, it looks seamless. So
Ah.
that is the skill over the years you learn. So now a lot of times we shoot, we wanted to show European countries, in the visual. So
Ah.
where we go and shoot, we go to Bangkok, because Bangkok has few lanes for shoots they have created, which looks like European,
Oh.
uh, the whole thing is like that. So, we shoot in Bangkok, showing people that it is Rome or Paris, or so that is the skill, how you design your shots, how you frame it, what elements you get.
Hmm.
But it's fun, yeah. That is what means filmmakers, we cheat a lot, while making the film, but it is so believable for audience,
Ah,
and that is fun. Yeah.
wow, 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 wow. What makes you different as a cinematographer compared to others?
No, it is not that. It's every DP is, has his own style.
Hmm.
I get really means I keep it very simple and natural. A lot of things,
Hmm.
Uh, I used to work with a lot of foreign DPs. I've shot with a lot of Australian cinematographers,
Acha.
British, American. Yeah, yeah. During my earlier days
Ah,
as a assistant and focus puller, so I worked with them for almost 4 years.
hmm.
So that is the time when I used to discuss a lot of things with them, and like every like Simon Duggan, Danny Poe, or Graham Ross, they used to tell me, dude, when we are shooting commercials,
Hmm.
put as much as gloss as you can, because every visual won't be there, not even for 12 frames or a second, you know and your film is so short, 30 seconds or a minute, so those visuals should attract audiences, within a moment. And when you shoot features, don't let your visuals overpower the story.
Oh, brilliant.
So yeah, so so when I shoot features, I
Ah,
always give more importance for the storytelling. And it is, again, it is director's vision, how he is seeing the whole thing, and then you have to add layers, that if we do it this way, if we do it that way, it's going to have it'll be more effective.
hmm.
Because a lot of times I have seen uh, so many good films,
Hmm.
and there are so many emotional scenes.
Hmm.
They're written it so well,
Hmm.
but when you see it, it doesn't touch you.
Correct.
So then those are the things we are always observing. What is wrong?
Ah,
Why it doesn't touch?
ah, ah, ah.
And see, if it touches me, then we know that then there is something. So then yeah, this is the correct way. So
Hmm.
then we always observe, or because of the amount of experience you get
Hmm.
uh, during your working career,
Hmm.
then you keep every image, whatever you have shot or whatever you've seen in your mind, like this angle
Hmm.
suits this kind of expression, this dialogue.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of pre-work
Hmm.
we need to do. And sometimes what happens, we have to do 2 or 3 scenes in a day, and
Hmm.
there's one power scene and there are pickup shots.
Hmm.
So you have to, and if you're shooting outdoors, you have to be on your toes, because you're always chasing the sun, which
Ah,
is going from east to west, and you need to line up every shot. Then you have to figure out how you're going to end up shooting that power scene, because that is where your actors are pushing themselves to the T. So you need to keep them in their character. So it's not that you're lighting up the shot for 2 3 hours, they are sitting, now they'll come get into that mood.
hmm.
So for me it is like I just try to keep them in their character, and I go bang bang, so they don't lose their focus. But yeah, it is, at times it is very difficult, because in this I've recently shot a Marathi film called Sarasenapati Hambir Rao,
Hmm.
and we were shooting. sunrise shot,
Hmm.
and suddenly we saw something moving because it was like a quite a tele lens,
Hmm.
and I was like, wow, So I thought some visual will really so magical, you know.
Hmm.
So I told the director, let's do this and let's call for one lens and let's shoot.
Hmm.
So that day when we were doing plates, we put the whole those 3-4 hours into just framing next day shot. We
Hmm.
call that lens, lined up everything, marked that position, you know,
Hmm.
because it was like the lake is huge. So we had to mark the position, mark the place. My character was almost 5 to 6 kilometers away,
Ooh.
and there's a sunrise shot and my character is in the middle, so that is going to be one of the iconic shots of
Wow.
that film. But it took us almost 3 days to execute one shot. But this is how it is, if your director Praveen Tarde is a director of that film, and he trusts me to the T. Anything visual, look and feel, that is your call. So when you have that kind of a faith of your director in you, then you push yourself to the limit and get the best out of everyone.
Yeah. Wow. It seems like you have had such an exciting journey where, in spite of all the challenges you have, you seem to enjoy the challenges, and that probably gives you a good kick. And I think that is what probably brings the best out of you. And if somebody
I
trusts,
think so.
you know,
Yeah, totally.
mm, uh, for those people who want to become cinematographers, what is required for a good cinematographer?
See, it is how I started. Like, I was literally chasing a dream
Hmm.
that one day, and it took me almost 9 years
Hmm.
to become independent.
Hmm.
So I don't know. See, every what you can say, every generation changes. Like nowadays, I think every 5 year the generation is different. You
Absolutely.
know, like I don't know what I think our generation has seen. Very what you can say, very desi stuff. Like we have enjoyed that. And we have seen a digital world, and this fast
Yeah.
paced world.
Yeah.
So for guys who are chasing their dream, if somebody wants to become a director, cinematographer, you have to give a lot of time. It's not that you assist someone for a couple of years and you become a master. you
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
there are people who work for 50 years and still they are learning. I'm learning every day. We learn, every day we learn something from someone, and it is never ending. So you have to have huge amount of patience, and don't lose that confidence in you. If you're confident enough that one day I'm going to make it, that confidence is going to make you reach where you want to be. But it's just that you have to work really hard. Don't give up. Even if it's 3-4 years, don't give up. Because what happens, I've seen a lot of people, they come, they work with directors for a couple of years, then, they're not enjoying. Let's try editing, let's try camera.
Uh-huh.
And see, after 6 or 7 years, you then realize, shit, man, the
Hmm.
time has gone, and where you are,
Hmm.
you've tried 3-4 different things and you're not liking.
Hmm.
So one should just give, first is give time to yourself to decide what you want to be, and focus that this is where I have to reach.
Hmm.
Then it is not difficult. Then it is not difficult you know
Hmm.
Now I have started directing. I
Acha,
did
acha.
my first directorial debut was Yellow, the film I made in 2014,
Oh,
and I have been directing ads and stuff. So again, it is very challenging. It is not that now I'm around with for so many years. Come on, let's direct. It all started happening slowly, because when you're shooting features, you're putting in so much effort. You're dealing with actors. You're telling them what to do. Then you're also learning. And when you see the films on a bigger screen with the audience, you understand, yeah, this is what we did. This is what we did different. And it is really working. When you sit with the audience, you're also observing. So every day it's a learning, yeah. Even if the film which I have not, but when I go and watch it in theaters, I'm always watching the film and I'm always watching the reactions of people,
hmm.
where they are reacting, how they are reacting. Because when I'm shooting a film or I'm shooting as a DOP for some other directors, it really helps. It really helps what you have seen to implement there. So every student, I would means I always tell them that keep observing stuff. Give yourself a challenge. Every day challenge, or weekly challenge, or a monthly challenge. That if you're doing or want to be a cinematographer, play with camera, keep experimenting. Then only you improve with the time, and then yeah, yes, what I've achieved in 3 months, this is what I shot, and now this is where I have reached. So you have to keep experimenting, and it is always a learning. You have to put
Yeah.
uh, a lot of things, and again, this is a digital world, so there are so many softwares, cameras, new lenses are coming, so you have to be like updated all the time.
I love how you put across that keep challenging yourself, whether it's a daily challenge or a weekly challenge or a product or a project challenge. I think that is very, very solid and very deep. Um, when we look at youngsters today, sometimes we find that they are saying, और कितना सीखने का? They are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Probably school was not a great experience or they don't
Mm.
want to learn more. So, what do you want to say to these friends who have this thinking called और कितना सीखने का और कितना improve करने का?
Now I tell you, when I sometimes dead tired, you come back home and you tell your family, "Arey yaar, this is what we did, and it was the biggest learning."
हाँ,
So they say, "कि in your field, ये learning कभी खत्म हो जाएगा?" You know. So, so this is how it is. So कितना सीखेगा means you have to keep learning here. If you want to be really a good achiever in this field, then you have to keep on learning all the time. वो कितना सीखेगा वो छूटने वाला नहीं है. That will stay with you forever.
oh, it was so wonderful, so beautiful speaking with you, Mahesh. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
opening up your heart, your mind, and being here. Um, thank you so much for making yourself available and the way you are, the way you speak, the way you share. It directly touches the heart. I mean, there's no cinematography over here. There is no shot, no lights. But
Yeah.
I think every word that you said, every statement that you made, every point that you drove has actually gone very, very deep inside the hearts of people.
Oh, wow.
All the best for your directorial future. May one day we see your name in the biggest of sky, somewhere in the Oscar Awards.
Wow.
May you be one of those people who brings home an Oscar for all of us. And we become very, very thrilled and proud for you. So we'll keep praying for you for that.
Oh, great.
And you still look like a rocker.
Really? That's a compliment. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing you sometime. Thank you so much.
Oh, for sure, for
And a
sure.
big warm hug to you.
Yeah, please. And good luck, good luck. You guys are doing fantastic for youngsters. And anytime, anywhere, if you need me, I'm there for you. Okay.
Definitely. Sure.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Thanks. We'll call you up on that. And the next speaker after you is a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Oh, wow.
So we are now going to interact in a few minutes. If you have the time, it will be interesting to listen to him.
Oh, yeah, surely. I'll be on that.
Thanks a ton. Wish
All
you all
right. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks.